Once upon a time, in the cozy, wooded haven of Greenleaf Meadow, there lived a bunny named Benny. Benny was no ordinary bunny. He had the most beautiful, fluffy ears in all of Greenleaf. They were the color of freshly fallen snow with a hint of caramel, and each hop brought a delightful swirl of fluff. But Benny had one particular trait that set him apart even more than his lovely ears: his insatiable curiosity. Benny loved to explore and listen to everything, from the rustling of the leaves to the songs of the chirruping birds. But what he loved most of all was listening in on conversations of the other meadow creatures. One fine morning, Benny was hopping along the winding path that led to the heart of the meadow. The sun was shining, and the air was sweet with the scent of flowers. As he frolicked, Benny noticed two squirrels, Smokey and Chatter, whispering in hushed tones under the great oak tree. "I wonder what they're talking about. It must be important," Benny mused to himself. His ears perked up, each one standing tall and attentive like a pair of finely tuned antennae. He tiptoed closer and closer, hiding behind a bush, careful not to make a sound. Now, Smokey and Chatter were discussing the Grand Meadow Feast, a secret event meant only for those invited by the wise old owl, Mr. Hoot. The feast was a celebration not only of the harvest, but also a gathering for sharing stories and wisdom. Benny, enthralled by the idea of such a grand event, leaned even closer, desperate not to miss a single whisper. Suddenly, a gust of loose wind swept through the meadow, catching Benny off guard. As he stumbled, his ear brushed sharply against a thorny branch. "Ouch!" cried Benny, quickly hopping back and clasping his ear. To his dismay, one of his beautiful ears had a tear, and no longer stood proudly. It drooped sadly, a reminder of Benny's curious misadventure. Realizing he had eavesdropped and hurt himself, Benny sheepishly decided to ask for help. Luckily, Mrs. Willow, the gentle deer with extraordinary knitting skills, was nearby. She kindly patched up Benny's ear, threading it delicately with silver thread. Though Benny learned a valuable lesson on the importance of respecting others' privacy, his patched ear became a symbol of curiosity and adventure across the meadow. And from that day onwards, Benny understood his experiences made him wiser. Instead of sneaking, he learned to ask and listen to others respectfully. Benny continued to live happily, his silver-threaded ear